Hello, my lovelies. This is going to be your weekly. We're going to do these as collectives by the elements, so fire, water, air, and earth. Check the comments for the timestamp. We're going to start with the element of fire. Aries, Sag, and Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus placements your next 7 days. All right, it looks like we are juggling something and we need to release something in order to find or restore the balance. So what in your life is kind of up in the air, or things that are not really working well like they should? That might be where you need to let something go in order to create the balance. You can't juggle forever, so you will have to let something go in order to restore or create balance. The Death and Rebirth card tells us that we are closing out some sort of cycle in order to go through a new chapter in our life. So where one door closes, a new one will open. Some sort of new chapter is beginning in our life, but we first have to release and let go of the past. So I feel like you could also be struggling with finances at this time. The Four of Pentacles is an indication that we need to be charitable with others if we're able to, but not be stingy with what we have, because the universe is bringing in more abundance, more than you can spend in one lifetime. The Ten of Pentacles is about generational wealth and abundance. However that happens to come in, it could be through hard work, it could be through an inheritance, it could be through something like a lottery win. The Ace of Wands tells us that we are being very creative at this time, and so I feel like you need to follow through with your passions. There could be a passionate new encounter with somebody as well, but I feel like you're kind of brainstorming, or there's a lot of spark of creativity going on for you this week. The Five of Wands tells us that there could be a lot of conflict and chaos around us, internally or externally. It is advised that you rise above all of that and you try to find middle ground and peaceful resolutions. The Two of Wands tells us that we are at some sort of crossroads, that we need to make some changes, and that we wish to go forward in a new direction. That might involve travel for some, so you may be wanting to explore new options somewhere. Maybe it's for work, maybe it's pleasure, maybe whatever, but you definitely are thinking about going in a new direction. Bottom of the deck, we have the Four of Wands. So we're headed towards some sort of celebration, and I feel like you've worked very hard for this, so you need to actually enjoy the stability, enjoy the celebration. It could be marriage for some. I feel like whatever this is that you're working towards, there's lots of stability here financially, and definitely physically and emotionally as well. What else do the fire signs need to know? All right, well, it looks like you're going towards not only abundance with the Ten of Pentacles, but you have the Ten of Cups as well. So that's about emotional fulfillment. So it's like you get your cake and eat it too. Literally a very happy life. I feel like the illusions are about to be revealed. We are in, let's see, Saturn went retrograde on June 29th or 30th, depending on where you are. So that's the planet of karma. And then Neptune is also retrograde as of July the 2nd. So there's definitely some illusions that are going to be kind of coming to the surface and dissolving. You're about to see like the truth for what it is. No more rose-colored glasses. And instead of drowning in your emotions, you're able to find balance, hopefully. I do feel like you're dealing with somebody who's really got like their heart in a cage, or they're kind of guarded when it comes to love. They're very analytical, or somebody who's an overthinker. I feel like they're very intelligent, but they're somebody who is not quick to jump into things because they've been burned before. But it does look like there's a new love offer that potentially leads to marriage and commitment. So the question is, are you willing to make that change? Let go of the past this week and know that there's new opportunities on the way, but you're going to have to release what does not serve you in order to get there. All right, water signs, Cancer, Pisces, and Scorpio. Let's see what you've got going on. You also might be juggling something. So what is it that you need to release and let go of? It could be a love situation for some. Maybe you need to let go of the struggle when it comes to love and allow Spirit to guide you where you're supposed to be, because I feel like there's something that's not quite right here. And maybe you already know that. Maybe you're kind of unsure of the future. You don't really know what you want going forward. or maybe you do. I feel like for some of you it might be a little bit confusing, but I think that eventually you'll get to exactly where you're supposed to be. Let's see what else we have going on. So we have the potential for love, marriage, and commitment here. The Two of Cups is seen as soulmate energy, so I feel like that could be something that you're looking for is a soulmate, but there's some sort of deception or illusion here, and something is not as it seems, so we need to actually take that into consideration. You may need some shadow work with the Hermit being out here. You might need some inner work or some reflection in order to kind of figure out what it is you need or what it is that you want, but I feel like somebody is doing the shadow work. We're working on releasing the things that just don't serve us, and so we can let go. Part of that is our spiritual enlightenment. The Hierophant is not only a card of marriage and commitment, but he has ascended the staircase to enlightenment, and whatever knowledge he has obtained, he's come down and it has like restored his faith. It's made him more balanced, more focused, and he knows exactly what he wants. And for some of you, it might be marriage. I feel like this is a chance for you to actually go forward where maybe things have been really stuck. Financially speaking, things look like they're improving. The fruits of your labor start to pay off. All the long office hours, all of the hard work, the late nights, the weekends, all of those things are starting to pay off. You've paid your dues, so now karma is returning positive change. So fruits of your labor paying off, lots of abundance. That's echoed with the Nine of Cups, some sort of wish fulfillment. That could be about love. It could be about finances. So now you get to take some well-deserved rest. So I feel like that's really important. You might be a workaholic. You might be really exhausted and burnt out. So I feel like you do need to make sure that you're taking good care of yourself. And if you're not, now's the opportunity to start. The Magician. So you are manifesting something, whether it's a new partnership, more money, better paying job. Things are changing, and I feel like you have the power to change what it is that you don't like in your life if you're willing to make those changes. I do think this person is also manifesting a partnership. We have the infinity symbol up here, and if you look at this, he's literally alchemizing and he's bringing in things that will last forever. So I feel like this person is kind of putting their thoughts into the ethers. This looks like the universe out here. And I feel like this person is creating what they want, that they are the creator of their destiny. Remember that your thoughts become things, so keep them positive and definitely speak positivity into your life. I do feel like this person wants a very balanced commitment here, especially with the Two of Cups. You could also be seeing the number 22. 22 could be significant for you. The Page of Cups. This person might be younger than you. Maybe that gives you a little bit of hesitation. I do feel like they have a genuine offer, but you think it's too good to be true. This card depicts it as when pigs fly, that'll happen. So the tiny little pig here with wings. You might have your head in the clouds. I feel like Neptune being in retrograde will help bring you back down to earth so you can see things more clearly. But this person has a genuine love offer and they want to go forward with you. I feel like they want to be able to help take care of you, that they want to be able to offer you the stability you're looking for. There is potential for improvements in your finances. So this could be a new job opportunity that leads to abundance. You may have already planted the seeds, and so it does start to pay off for you as well. And money will improve. So we're in a period of recovery with the Five of Pentacles. It could be recovery from injury, illness, or surgery, as well as financial instability or job loss, things like that. And that the Five of Pentacles tells us that we hold the key in order to change the things that don't work. So we're going towards balance, and we are letting go of the worry or the lack mentality because we know that more is coming. Have a great week. Air signs, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. What do they need to know coming up for their next week? Lots of creative ideas coming through, so you might want to embrace the spark of creativity. Judgment's out here. Know that karma is being dealt to everyone right now, especially with Saturn in retrograde. So I feel like if they're giving me the words judgment call. There's something that you might have to make a judgment call on and make a decision about what to do going forward, but I feel like you'll be able to do that as long as you think logically about it. I also feel like you have a wish fulfillment that's coming in, and I feel like it's been delayed for some time, whatever the case may be, why it's been delayed, but it will pay off for you. There could be a pay raise, promotion, job change coming, but something that improves your financial aspect where you can be charitable to others. I feel like there is some potential for positive change if you're willing to think outside the box this week. I do think with the Queen of Pentacles here that all your hard work's going to pay off, that you're kind of working towards a life of luxury, and you know what you bring to the table, so she's not settling, but she's being really practical in her everyday life, especially where work's related. The Five of Wands tells us that we're overcoming some kind of conflict, that we're going to find some sort of peaceful resolution, and the Emperor being out here tells me that you're about to make a calculated move somewhere. I feel like towards stability. It could be financial stability for some, for others maybe it's love. The Emperor is the divine masculine, it's Aries energy, and it's somebody who makes bold strategic moves. Your divine counterpart could be coming towards you. I feel like this person is manifesting you into their life. And with the Lovers, I feel like there's a lot of passion, but there's a decision that needs to be weighed. So if you've been on the outs between you and your partner, this could be a time where you find resolution, or whether you finally call things off once and for all. The World tells us we're completing hard cycles, and we are going towards something that is better suited for us, closing out an old chapter so a new one can begin. Travel is potentially there, but having the world at your fingertips. The Two of Wands, you might want to travel. It's funny how there's the world here and the world here. You might be traveling the world soon. I feel like if finances are the issue, you've got to shift your perspective. However, you also need to do your part. So no excessive spending. Even if you're starting to make a lot more money, live within your means. That's getting harder and harder to do for the collective. I do feel like this person could live at a significant distance from you, maybe across the globe. Maybe you have to travel to see this person. Maybe you're worried about the finances. I feel like the finances will be there, or this person's wanting to take care of these things for you so that you don't have to worry, so you can just be in your divine energy and that you both can create things. Somebody's going through a real spiritual awakening here, and I feel like Judgment is also a card telling us that, you know, things are going to be set right by the universe. So if something hasn't been right for a while, that the universe is kind of mapping things out and taking charge so that they can actually be restored to what they're supposed to be. You do have some decisions to weigh though, so choose carefully and go towards your peace and harmony. And our earth signs, Virgo, Taurus, and Capricorn, what do they need to know for their next week ahead? All right, somebody is gathering their courage to take action. So be willing to go forward and act when it's appropriate. I do feel like you've lost a lot of sleep over this situation, lost a lot of time and energy kind of worrying about what's going to happen next or how to fix the situation. Some things are out of our control, so we might have to relinquish that control in order to actually achieve where we are trying to go. See what else we have going on for you. I do feel like we have an opportunity for things to change for the better. The Wheel of Fortune is literally a card telling us that the wheel can spin in our favor or it can spin against us. A string of good luck instead of bad. This is destiny and fate taking control and spinning good luck in your fortune. So positive change is coming. However, we have Judgment out here. So this could be like a court case being resolved in your favor. It could be a spiritual awakening. Judgment is also karma being dealt, and Saturn is retrograde, so that means that karma is being dealt to who needs it, good or bad. Hopefully you're on the receiving end of the good. The Four of Cups tells us there's an unexpected offer coming that comes out of left field. You will not see it coming, but it might be worth your time, so investigate further. There's communication coming in. Get creative about maybe how you do that. I get the sense that somebody has gone no contact, and so this is a real shocker when this energy kind of resurfaces or comes in. For others, it's a brand new energy that's coming in. I do think that this person is determined. I feel like there's somebody who really wants to be successful. I feel like in their everyday world that they're a leader, they're a boss, they're courageous, they're passionate, they're somebody who knows what they want. And so I feel like they're not going to settle for scraps. They want all of it or nothing at all. And so I feel like that's kind of the challenge this week, is you have to maybe balance out how you're going to manage all of this. The Page of Swords tells us that there's spying going on, lots of big ideas, creativity, and needing to find the balance. Maybe somebody is studying in some aspect. Maybe they're studying you, waiting for the opportunity to come in. I feel like this person has some creative ideas. I feel like the other person is oblivious, has no idea this person's watching them, doesn't know that they're planning to like come forward. And so I think the communication will take this person by surprise. It's good news, though. We have a celebratory card with the Three of Cups out here, so there's positive changes coming. Somebody's been focused on their self and working on shadow work and healing and introspection and taking the time to see what they actually want. And this other person has planted seeds and potentially wants to come forward and, reap the rewards. So I feel like this person is somebody that can be trusted. They're honest, but they're also somebody who I feel like comes forward at exactly the right time. Very calculated energy coming through. Although for others, I do feel like with the King of Wands, it can happen very quickly. Somebody who maybe is quick to take action and maybe not think about the consequences of their actions. Judgment will handle that if it's a negative situation. All in all, it looks like somebody's ready to take action because they're tired of losing sleep over this. There's some sort of fated encounter that's coming that's destined to be in your life. I do think the communication is surprising to you, but this person's quite creative and plans on coming forward because they really do want to go the distance. Have a great week. We'll see you soon.